My work in HYPERCLAY will be the last series of work that it's an ongoing process of experiments that I started now more or less 7 years ago, and they are the latest results of those experiments, and I'm trying to transform everyday objects into something quite confronting sometimes, because I'm trying to create mummies or petrify things that are just common things. Usually my work begins by going to a Salvation Army store, because they have become a sort of hunting ground for me to find my objects. Because it's easy to find second-hand objects, especially soft toys. And my favorite animal has become the teddy bear. Once I've found the objects that I'm interested in, I purchase them, take them home, and then I open them up, take out all the stuffings, remove all plastic parts, or if they have batteries or devices, all those things, they have to come out. And then I restuff them again. I use wood shavings and the clay slip. The clay slip comes from a clay that I'm lately mining myself. They are getting stitched up again, so they are whole again as an object, and then they have to dry out, and the drying out can take quite a long time. Sometimes during winter, for a bigger object, it can take also 1 or 2 months. Once they're dry, they have to be re-soaked in terra sigillata slip for many times, because the terra sigillata allows me to build up the surface that I'm really interested in. Once finished this process, then they are ready for firing. They are going into metal pails. They are sealed off, put some weight on top, and they go into my gas kiln, and they are fired up to between 900 and 1000 degrees. And that's more or less how it works. I've been experimenting with this technique now more or less 7 years, I think. I think the thing that took me on to the journey was really, I was preparing, I think in 2004, work for an exhibition called Mysterioso. And I was using smoke firing technique to finish some of my work. And during those firings I realized, after my firings, the combusting material that I used to create the smoke was still sitting in the chamber, and I saw there were leaves and twigs still there, and I think that was really like a sort of epiphany for me. I realized, okay, this one can to be explored further, and I think that was really the most important thing in the whole process. I think a lot of people, they think that my objects, they are slip cast, they come out of a mold, because I think the idea is just a bit too far away for most people that somebody will try to somehow mummify, petrify or carbonize an object. I think the concept is a bit too far away. The significance in the toy, it's a difficult question for me, because I'm a person driven by instinct. That's one of the important things. I listen a lot when I create work. I listen a lot to what my inside tells me. And then again, I let ideas emerge from the subconscious somehow. So it's not the big questioning that I'm doing. But again, I'm conscious about the toy as an object, because it has been playing a very important role in a lot of people's childhood. So I'm aware of those things. But then again, I'm aware that toys are used in rituals and ceremonies in different cultures. And then again, the toy could be used also just as a metaphor. But again, the toy could be also representing a totem animal. So there are many, many things that make the whole thing up. And what I'm really interested, each viewer probably takes something different out of my work, and probably each viewer will have different questions emerge, and I think that's a beautiful thing for me. So I'm really happy with that.